Well, it's been an exciting week in sports. For all of the highlights, we turn to Sonny Young with the Sonny Side of Sports. Hello, Sonny.
Hello, Vincent, and sporty greetings once again to our Africa 54 viewers. My special guest is Toyin Ibitoye, sports presenter at Channels TV in Nigeria. And Toyin, welcome to Africa 54.
Sonny, it's a privilege to be on your show. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, Toyin. I know the African football champion Super Eagles of Nigeria were here in the United States this week. They played a scoreless draw against Mexico in the southern U.S. city of Atlanta, Georgia. Toyin, what's been the reaction in Nigeria to the Super Eagles' performance?
I think it's been mixed reactions, really, to how the Eagles played. On one breath, a lot of Nigerians believe it was a decent performance because the game was played at a very high tempo. It didn't look anything like a friendly game. Both teams went for it. And we saw a lot of positives from the Nigerian team. We didn't concede a goal. We defended well. We were pretty organized. And then we handed debuts to a number of players. And they did quite well in their first game for Nigeria. So for Nigeria, we picked out a lot of positives, although we didn't score, and it leaves us with a big worry where our goals will come from in Brazil. But I think on the average, Nigerians are happy, not too disappointed. It wasn't spectacular, it wasn't disappointing, too disappointing at the same time, was just average, and was maybe just decent for the Eagles against Mexico.
Toyin, what do the rest of Nigeria's World Cup preparations look like ahead of Brazil 2014?
Yeah. You know that the game against Mexico was the last official FIFA window before the World Cup. But then the Nigerian Football Federation, credit to them, they've put a number of friendly games together for the Super Eagles before our first game at the World Cup on the 12th of June against Iran. We're going to be playing the United States of America right there again. So you have another chance to see the Eagles in the United States of America. We're also going to be playing against Scotland on the 28th of May. That's another friendly game lined up for the team. We're also lining up a friendly against Greece. These are the official games at the end, of course, of the season that the Eagles will play. But I'm also sure that apart from these games, there will be some kickabouts against some club sides, against some second division teams, just to put our players in good shape and give them some boost before the World Cup begins proper in Brazil.
Toyin, you mentioned that opening match against Iran, Bosnia-Herzegovina, and two-time World Cup champion Argentina also in Nigeria's first-round group. How do you rate Nigeria's chances of getting to the knockout stage?
You know, Sonny, in Nigeria, we have a little problem. When a group looks too easy, we struggle and sometimes fail to qualify. But when a group looks pretty difficult, it has a way of making us to play out our best and get the results. When you look at the group, Nigeria, Argentina, Iran, Bosnia, outside Argentina, the next country that pops up at you has been able to make it from that group, surely should be Nigeria. Bosnia have never been to the World Cup before. Iran do not look like a powerhouse that should stop Nigeria. If we're able to put our acts together, our first game is very key. Victory in the first game. And then the second game against Bosnia, also very key. How well we perform in those two games, Sonny, will decide how well we'll finish in the group. But I think, based on what we have seen of Iran, they lost their friendly game to Guinea. Bosnia lost their friendly game to Egypt. And then I think on the average, Nigeria will fancy their chances of picking 6 points from these two games. And then we'll wait for anything that happens in the last game against Argentina. So smart money, Sonny. Nigeria, Argentina from that group.
Smart money, Nigeria, Argentina. My friend Toyin, sports presenter at Channels TV in Nigeria. Thank you, Toyin, for being on Africa 54.
Sonny, it's always a pleasure to speak to you. Thank you very much for having me.
I'm VOA Sonny Young, and that's the Sonny Side of Sports. Back to my friend, Vincent McCory.
Well, great. Thanks a lot, Sonny, for that very special interview. And remember to join the Sonny Side of Sports every Monday and Friday right here on Africa 54. And that's our show for today. Be sure to watch Africa 54 on our website at voaafrica.com for more news. Tune in to VOA's evening radio show, Africa News Tonight, at 1800 UTC, and in the mornings today, Break Africa between 0300 and 0600 UTC, Monday through Friday. Thanks a lot for watching. From all of us in Washington, have a good night. Great.